Walking down the street, feeling kind of neat. When the wind came out your butt and threw my wig off. Oh, it was a sight to see. My hair flying in the breeze. 'Cause the wind came out your butt and threw my wig off. People started laughing. They couldn't believe their eyes as my wig flew through the sky. Oh, what a surprise. I tried to catch it, but it slipped right through my hands. 'Cause the wind came out your butt, and now it's somewhere in the land. Oh, wind came out your butt, threw my wig off. Baby, you drive like shit. Did you see that car that you almost hit? I'd rather take the bus instead. Riding with you, I'm gonna end up dead. Don't ask me if I need a lift. Baby, you drive like shit. She just ran through always stop. I ain't trying to get stopped by the cops. Baby, why the hell did I let you drive? It's a miracle that you're still alive. Don't ask me if I need a lift. Baby, you drive like shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look out, my girl is driving. Watch out, my girl drives like shit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. My girl is driving. Watch out, my girl drives like shit. You can't make no. Heard to think your tongue. Gotta let you know I will fuck you up. I whoop that ass. Talking all that shit, spank that ass till you tap like a bitch. No, I ain't playing. I'm here to kick ass. Whoop that ass. It's time to punch face. I'm the one who brings you pain in the ring. I whoop that ass until the bell rings. Already know that I do not play. Throw a box like I'm cutting down hay. I whoop that ass every single night. Spank that ass till they stop the fight. I'll tell you the story of a man, a radioactive tip in his hand. His hand grew 10 times its normal size to help him get his money on time. He knew if the bitch was telling a lie, which was 100% of the time. Superpowers to make a bitch listen and get her naked with sex-ray vision. Keep a police station in a single bound, slapping bitches down to the fucking ground. Yeah. His name was famous across the land. They called him the pimp named Superhand. Oh shit, yeah, the pimp named Superhand. He had powers no other pimp had. Oh fuck yeah, pimp named Superhand. That motherfucker was super bad. Asking for dinner ain't asking for much. You had one job and still fucked it up. Sometimes you gotta learn respect. I use my pimp hand to correct. It's called a bitch slap. Slap. Come get your face down. Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate? You should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what?
Welcome back. Welcome back. Glad to have you here with me one more again. I am School for Justice, where we go hard and deliver on police brutality. All right, tonight I have another great content to share with you all. We have a city councilman in the state of Florida where she is pulled over in a traffic stop for being accused of running a stop sign. Okay, the city councilman in Florida. And we're going to check out where her hubby rose up on the scene just to make sure all goes well. And as he is on his way to work, and see how that turns out. All right, so let's go dive on in, sit back, relax. Glad to have you join me. Please like, share, and subscribe as well. Like, share, and subscribe. I will greatly appreciate it. We're going to jump right on into this content. Give me just 1 second here. I will pull this up for you. Okay. And it is coming up in just 1 second. I think we have it here. Let's see. All right, here it goes.
What's the attitude for?
No attitude. I said, okay, all right. What's your attitude?
Pull forward.
Where's your supervisor?
I am the supervisor. Pull forward. Give me your driver's license now. Open the door.
We know it's down. You just not gonna
open the door. Step out of the vehicle. You're being given a lawful order.
Do not put your head, sir. Wow. Do not get out of the car.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground now.
I'm gonna sue the out of you guys. Oh my God.
Welcome back to the Lackluster Channel. In January of 2023, at around 11 p.m., Mascot City Councilwoman Robin Hughes was stopped by Officer Sean Rollins and a rookie in training, alleging she ran a stop sign.
Just starting the shift?
Yeah, I'm just what I'm trying to.
Nice,
I
nice.
see you over there.
I know I'm stealthy. I'm like a
See you
ninja.
over there. I'm like, what?
During the stop, she was compliant and provided her information. She tells the officers that her husband is behind her, on his way to work at the correctional facility. Moments later, her husband arrives and asks if everything is okay.
I'm okay, man.
Daniel pulls forward more than 3 car lengths and parks on the side of the road to wait for the stop to end.
Both going to work. We both work. He works at Lake CI. I work at.
Okay, I'll go let him know.
Robin was pulled over on a stretch of Highway 50. While waiting for his wife, Daniel pulled over into the visibly marked shoulder.
Hey there.
We both can't. I'm gonna wait until she's finished. What she was doing.
Okay, she didn't stop for a stop sign. What's the attitude for?
There's no attitude. I said, okay, all right. What's your attitude?
I don't have an attitude, man.
Okay, well, I don't know attitude.
Why don't you go ahead and you need to pull forward, okay? Since we want to have attitudes, you're not going to stand here while we conduct our traffic
I
stop,
can stay
okay?
here. I pull over to the side of the road.
So, no, you're in our immediate vicinity. You're going to pull
No, I'm
forward.
not. I'm
Okay.
feet away from you.
You're giving an unlawful order right now. So if you don't pull forward, you're going to go to jail. Pull forward right now. Pull forward.
Where's your supervisor?
I am the supervisor. Pull forward.
Well, I can speak to your other
Turn your vehicle
supervisor.
off and give me your driver's license
I'm
now.
not giving you nothing.
Pull-
I ain't did nothing. I pulled over to make sure.
Rollins claims that Daniel has been given a lawful order to pull forward. However, given Daniel's distance to the traffic stop, there is no law to make the order lawful. Florida's HALO law makes it a crime to approach or remain within 25 feet of a law enforcement officer after the person has been clearly warned to stay back. But Daniel is much further than 25 feet from the officers, was legally parked, and not suspected of committing a crime. and Officer Rollins had no lawful basis to order him to leave.
Open your door. Open the door. Open the door.
Now, we know it's down. You just not gonna
Open the door.
door.
Step out of the
Can you
vehicle.
move away from
You're
my
being given a
vehicle?
lawful
Can I get
order.
that in?
Open the door right now.
Can you step away from my vehicle?
No.
Or call your supervisor.
Sir?
Do not put your hands, sir. Wow. Do not get out of the car. Why are you attacking me? I got get out of the car. Do not touch me. I did not do nothing. Do not touch me.
Put your
Can
hand
you lift your hand?
Nervous, get over here. Stop right now.
I did not do
Get out of the fucking car.
Stop.
Get out of the car.
Get your hand
Get out of the car now.
Can you get your
Get out
hand
of the car. Get out of the car.
I'm stopped.
Get out of the car.
Use me. I'm definitely
Get out of the car. Stop.
Can you use me? Got you got the phone.
Use this hand
I
and
see
open the door.
I'm recording you.
Open it.
So use me.
Open the door.
I want to another recording. Put my car illegally in my
Open it.
Stop. You see this motherfucker? Stop.
Open the door. Open it now. Open the door.
Can you give me a fucking second? Oh my God.
Open the door now, or you're gonna get it again. Get out now.
This motherfucker.
Turn around. Get on the ground now.
This
Get on the
motherfucker.
ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground now. Lay down. Lay down.
I'm asking for a fucking second, and this man is waiting on me. Oh my God. Come back. I'm gonna sue the fuck out of you guys. Oh my God. I'm gonna sue them.
All right, so this is ridiculous. Off the real. When the officer tells the guy that you're going to go to jail because you won't pull your car back in the state of Florida, okay, during a traffic stop or any type of line of duty investigation or activity, as long as you are 25 feet distance away from the officers and where the vehicles are pulled over at, that's law enforcement, and you're parked in the proper parking zone, or you're not in traffic or blocking area or in the middle of the highway, the road, or anything, not violating any traffic laws, and you're 25 feet back or away distance from the law enforcement and the traffic stop, you're committing no crime. You're committing no crime. First of all, he steps to the man and say, "You got an attitude." About what? The man explains that he's there just watching while you have his wife pulled over. His wife initially gets pulled over. The police claim she ran a stop sign. She's the city councilman there in that local county. Okay. And so the husband is just sitting there and waiting until they're done with his wife. And he stated he was headed to work. And so when the officer, asked him why was he sitting there, he explained that to him. "I'm just waiting on my wife, making sure she's good, and I'm good." "Well, what's up with the attitude?" He said, "What attitude?" And it goes from there. "You better pull the fuck up. You better pull the fuck up, or you're going to jail." And then he just busts his windows out and violently attacks. Get for real. This is violation to the fullest.
The fuck out of you guys. Look how far I am from you guys. And this man. Oh, wow. I need to use it.
After breaking his window and tasing him multiple times, Daniel is put in cuffs and taken to a cruiser.
I'm gonna have you okay.
Given a lawful order, and you defied it.
I'm gonna have
So
you back.
that's fine, man.
All right.
Sit up.
I'm gonna sit you up. Bro, you guys see this man illegally put his hand in my car for no reason. Where's the supervisor? Wow. Honey, I got you. See this, right? All right. Bro, get your hand off the stop. Stop. Can you help me? Tell him get his.
We're not doing this.
I call my union.
Check his pockets. Lean forward.
You guys are not resisting me, right? And you keep
pushing back.
I'm not pushing backward. I ain't said fucking moving. You searching me? Do you feel me moving? Well, that's what he had to do because I ain't fucking moving. I'm going to work. Why would I have weapons on me? Can I stand, please?
The police officer at the scene told me to never sue the driver who crashed into me after my car accident. I took his advice and got $100,000 for my accident without suing.
I want to stand, please. I want to stand. Sit down. Sir, can I stand, please? As a courtesy, can I stand, please? I don't want to sit up right now.
Have a seat. Have a seat.
I ask you as a courtesy, can I stand, please?
I'm telling you, Ms. Reed. Have a seat. Have a seat. All right? Have a seat. All right?
I need your badge number.
It'll be on your arrest paperwork.
After Daniel is placed in a cruiser, Officer Rollins mutes his body cam for about 15 minutes. During that time, he calls his supervisor and has paramedics respond to the scene.
His wife is a lot nicer than him.
I would like to throw in there, they know Daniel is a correctional officer. They know the county jail that he works at. And so, to thy own self be true, you know, this is a extra attack, and we're gonna see how, you know, what road this goes down in the end, that they're out to have the man lose his job and take everything. And then, as you can see, they try to front and stunt and put on or show out in front of Daniel's wife when they escorted him to the car in handcuffs and arrested him for absolutely nothing. You know, they start, you know, bucking up and running up on him and manning up and, you know, going upside his head or whatnot and showing out. Like, this is outrageous. It's infuriating. It's just totally infuriating. Absolutely no excuses.
She wants to know what the flight pattern is going to be for her. Is she sent forward to take a 10-8 or?
I think Nieves was working on her citation for the stop sign. I think was it.
Okay.
I think he was writing citation. I'm not even 100% sure.
Not a single officer attached to the incident voiced their concern about the unlawful arrest or the needless extension of Councilwoman Hughes' traffic stop. Half an hour after the officers initiated the stop, they begin writing the citation.
Just put failure to stop at stop sign.
Yeah.
Do I put failure to stop at traffic signal? Or do I have to put something else?
No, it should be. If the stop sign one isn't on there, you just click the other and then you write it in.
Daniel was taken to the hospital and then booked into jail. He was charged with 5 criminal offenses, including battery on a law enforcement officer.
Let's not mention the same jail he works at. I mean, the joke is on them. This is the exact same county jail that Daniel works at as a correctional officer. They book him in there for sitting outside waiting on his wife to receive a citation on a traffic stop. Wow.
Officer resisting with violence and obstruction. Despite those allegations, the state attorney declined to prosecute any of the charges, and the case was dropped in full. After the charges were dismissed, the Mascot Police Department contacted Daniel's employer, the Florida Department of Corrections. Even though there were no pending charges and no conviction, they terminated Daniel's employment. Daniel appealed his termination, and the Public Employees Relations Commission ruled in his favor. He was reinstated and awarded back pay, but instead of returning him to his original position, the department transferred Daniel to another facility much farther from his home with a 10% reduction in pay. Not long after, Daniel was later terminated a second time, this time citing plantar fasciitis, despite a doctor's note confirming he was medically cleared to work. While investigating Officer Rollins, I found that he previously worked in Columbia, South Carolina, but was asked to resign after having too many use of force incidents where he struck, forcibly subdued, tased, and even shot no fewer than 8 people over 5 months.
In a simple Google search showing Rollins was fired from the Columbia, South Carolina Police Department after the Charleston Post and Courier found he hit or tased 8 people in 5 months, when the average officer used force less than once per year.
But with no real tracking system for nomadic officers, he began working with the Mascot Police in Florida. But shortly after the incident you just watched, Rollins left the Mascot Police Department and was hired by Palm Bay.
He also shot a grocery store worker in the back of the head after the worker didn't comply during a traffic stop, and yet Palm Bay still hired him.
Again, it didn't take long for his violent past to emerge, and in June,
A total assassination. He pow-pows a citizen in the grocery store for not complying with him. This is a cold-blooded unaliver with a badge and had a history and a pattern of, they said 8 shootouts within the past few months since he had been on law enforcement. And that does not include all of the physical assaults and attacks. He's the criminal that's on the loose, and he leaves from South Carolina and transfer over to Florida. Then they contact Daniel's employer at the Florida Correctional Center. Okay, so intentionally out to get this man's career taken from him. But he was the charges was dismissed, as we heard. Daniel was proven in the court of law that he was victimized. He is the victim. All charges was dropped, and he got his job back. Okay, he won that battle. He won the case, and he kept his job. We're capitalizing on how this brutality has to stop.
June of 2025, Officer Rollins escalated another traffic stop.
Where are you headed to?
Back in June, Palm Bay police pulled over a woman for driving an uninsured car belonging to her partner. The officer here indicates he's planning to let the woman go with the ticket before he's stopped.
She drives away and gets into an accident.
The other officer on scene is Sean Rollins. He gets frustrated as the woman refused to get out of the car. He's told the supervisor is on the way, but he tells the woman she's under arrest and then breaks her window as she's on the phone with 911. Palm Bay police eventually cleared Rollins of wrongdoing.
After the incident, it was found that Rollins did not disclose a previous termination in Columbia, South Carolina.
None investigates questions about why this police officer was hired to work in Central Florida and what his department knew when they offered him a job twice.
Rollins left Palm Bay shortly after being hired, only to reapply. On his second application, he claimed he had no disciplinary history at any law enforcement agency. On his application for Palm Bay, he claimed he had not been fired or asked to resign from any position. He described his disciplinary history as, quote, general low-level complaints as any police officer does. In contrast to the many reports of his violent tendencies, the Facebook page and nonprofit organization, Project Humanize, posted an anonymous letter claiming Sean is a wonderful example of what a police officer should be, and a great dad. Finally, in September of 2025, Daniel and Robin Hughes filed a lawsuit against Officer Rollins, the Mascot Police, and the Department of Corrections. And when there are updates on the claim, I will be sure to let you know.
All right, you all, we're going to stop it right there. Y'all, we have to do better. Give me 1 second. Until we can address that there's a problem, we cannot start the process to solve that problem. Who was in charge? Who was responsible and held accountable for this gentleman being in the law enforcement of duty in the first place? Why was he ever even ranked or sworn into their team and there on their force? With the history and the criminality and the pattern and the jacket and the record that he has. So that lets us know that, the superiors there, the superintendent, the chiefs, detectives, they was fully aware of who he was and who they hired on their force. So they are to blame. Hey, I just let's put it out there. Let's bring to light. Let's bring it to the full surface and shed more power and information on addressing this issue and starting the process to solve the problem. Until we can realize that it's a problem, it can never stop or change. Thank you for joining me. I am your host, Kenique Jackson, here at School for Justice, where we live, love, laugh, conquer police brutality. And until next time, we speak truth, to power. Salute.